Hey you guys, it's Elle here. So I'm excited to share with you another addition to my Beauty Throughout the Ages series. And today with my beautiful model, Virginia Martin, we did an Audrey Hepburn look for the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I really had a great time transforming her into Audrey. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. Alright, so first, my beautiful model Virginia has her foundation already on and her concealer, and I used the Kevyn Aucoin in SX05 and a little combination of number 1, and that's just to get the kind of great coverage that she had on in Breakfast at Tiffany's. She just had this most amazing kind of pale complexion. And then as for the concealer, I used Amazing Cosmetics concealer in Fair underneath the eye and just kind of on a few little touch-up points. Alright, so in the movie, she has this great structured wing eyeliner that we all know and love to be that trend that just won't go away because it's just so stunning. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner in, of course, black. And we're going to go ahead and start by lining the eyes as close as you possibly can to, you can close actually, Virginia, to the lash line. And you don't need to be too perfect right here. We're just really making sure that the lash line has a definite blackness to it, so the lashes look nice and full. And you want this cat eyeliner to be kind of over-exaggerated a little bit, but on the inside of the eye we want it to be thin. So her eyes are very round in the movie, and that's what we're trying to create here, almost doll-like. And this cat eyeliner, if you have a problem doing cat eyeliners, I have done a tutorial, a couple different ways on how you can do it on yourself. You might want to take a quick look at that whenever you guys get a chance. And you do want this outside edge to be kind of perfect, so take your time and really build this line. I'm going to have you look straight ahead for me. So whenever you look straight ahead, you can kind of know where this flick needs to be by just drawing a line by the outer corner of your lower lash line. Come close. And we're just going to follow that through. And we're just going to clean this edge up a little bit. And what's fun is that in the movie, the makeup artist that created the looks for Audrey actually used a different shade of eyeliner for all of her kind of daytime looks. And then whenever she went into her nighttime looks, they used a black. So obviously we're just going to use black for this look at this moment, but I thought it was really interesting to see the difference in eyeliner color at the difference of environment. And this is during the 60s, so her brows, which we'll get to next, aren't as structured as they were the Audrey in the 50s. So this is going to be a great kind of brow that transitions into even modern day. You can already see this beautiful winged eyeliner that's going to lift the eyes up. This look is going close. This look is all about making the eyes look nice and wide and awake. She had such a beautiful eye shape, Audrey, and this just enhances it so nicely. I think the makeup artist did such a nice job in this movie. We're going to do a quick curl on the lashes. Even though Virginia has beautifully, look down for me, curled lashes, we're just going to give them kind of a nice light curl. Pinching. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect. And again, her lashes are so beautifully natural. We're just going to put a light kind of coating on them. She actually almost doesn't really even need lashes, and I'm not quite sure if she even wore lashes in the movie, but we're going to put them on just to really accentuate that true Audrey Hepburn, Holly Golightly look in the movie. Alright, so now we're going to put these lashes on. They're by Allure. They're called Head Candy, and these actually are called Twisted Disco. And these lashes are my ultimate favorite lashes. I use them on a lot of my clients because they really give that perfect doll, feathery kind of lash look. Because in this movie, her lashes were very feathery and light. And this is definitely going to be one of her party looks, the infamous Holly Golightly parties at her apartment in this movie. They were some of my favorite scenes. Pretty crazy and wild. So you can see these are nice and fluffy, and I'm not going to apply another coat of mascara on top of this. We're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna go over that lash line one more time. But while those dry, we're gonna go ahead and go over her brows. Now, as you can see, Virginia has some amazing brows as is. She actually has very true to form Audrey Hepburn brows. But so we're just gonna actually define the top a little bit and bring them a little bit more into form of Audrey. Go ahead and close for me. So in this look that they did for Audrey, they had a really structured top section right here. So I brushed her brows down, and then I'm going right on top of that, and I'm just making this part ever so slightly more structured. And I'm using really small strokes, obviously, to mimic hair. And this is a brow pencil that I absolutely love by It Cosmetics, and it is called Brow Powder, and it is really, really nice. And we have a real structured arch too for this look, so make sure that you go on the top and really give that a nice bend. All right, and so you definitely want to comb through this because you don't want to see any harsh lines for this brow. We're just ever so slightly structuring the top portion. Now for the party scenes, like I said, the makeup artist did a little bit something different, obviously with the black liner, and then they gave her a little bit of definition, go ahead and close for me, right here in the socket and then a little bit underneath the eye. And it was kind of this brown gray color. They didn't really have a lot of browns. So I'm going to be using actually my palette from Krylon, and it's all matte colors. You should not use a shiny, shimmery coloring here because that just did not exist back in the 1960s. Or 61, whenever this film came out. So I'm actually going to combine this color right here with a little bit of this taupe color. And it's going to be more on the gray side. And you really want to make sure that you take most of it off and then just ever so slightly give a little bit of definition right here to the crease. And keeping almost all of the attention on the outside of the eye. And if you have a smaller eye shape, this is a really good tip and a good eye look for you because it's going to make your eyes more open, more wide. So you can see a little bit in the difference right here in the crease. I want to keep it really nice and natural, nothing too harsh, not too much color. So now we're actually going to use the same two colors together on a pencil brush. And I'm going to take most of the color off on the back of my hand, and we're going to add to this kind of illusion of a larger eye. Go and look all that for me, Virginia. By just taking this color right here at the bottom of the lash line in the center of the eye. And you want to bring it kind of a little bit lower than the actual lash line because, again, we're working with shadows here. And this is an optical illusion to make the eye look bigger. And this is just really light-handed. Go ahead and look straight ahead. And you can see already between this eye and this eye that the definition in her lower lash without any mascara on is even now more intense with that shadow we put underneath there. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a MAC pencil, and you can take any pencil that's off-white because they didn't use white on the lower inside waterline. They didn't use white in this kind of era. They used an off-white, like a cream. And this again, go and look all the way up, is just to play up that optical illusion that her eyes are bigger and wider. And you can see the difference in the two eyes already. And then kind of last to finish off this eye, we're just going to gently put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash. Nothing too crazy. Perfect. So that eye is almost complete. You can see how beautiful her eye shape is and how wide awake and open her eyes look. So now for the cheeks, there was no real contouring back then for this look. It was just this beautiful, soft, peachy pink color that just almost looked like she had a natural flush. And that's what we're trying to recreate right now. And the blush actually was higher up on this look and around the temples. And I'm using a matte color called Pink Swoon, and we're just using it with a NARS brush, and we're just going to create this kind of flushed look. And a little bit on the nose. Now for the lip. Her lipstick was just this gorgeous kind of pink peach color again. It was kind of that true to that form of that era. And her bottom lip was a little bit exaggerated for this look that they did. So I'm just going to take a kind of nude pencil and I'm just going to ever so slightly exaggerate this bottom lip to really create the illusion of fuller lips. And this is actually a lip pencil by IT Cosmetics as well, and it's kind of a long-lasting lip liner, which is why I love to use it. And the color that it's in is called Nude Light Medium. And then her top lip was pretty true to form, so just kind of went along with her natural kind of shape. And you can see already what a beautifully mauvey peach pink color this is, which is really close to what she used in the film. And I'm going to now, to finish off the lip look, I'm going to take my Krylon lip palette, which I love, and I'm going to use just this color right here ever so slightly in the center of the lip, just to give it a little bit more pink color. And this is just a really beautiful lip color. So here's the complete look for Holly Golightly. You can see the beautiful pinks along her cheek and along her lip, but I do think that she needs a few pearls to go along with this. So we're just gonna put a few pearls on her. All right, so here's our complete look. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that final look, and don't forget to check back every Monday and Thursday where I have new videos. And also please subscribe, I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you on all my social medias. Until next time you guys, bye!